Hello, everybody. Eric Apricot here. The Warriors pull off the stunning upset in Game 1 with no rest. Unfortunately, they lost Steph Curry. Let's have a look at the end of the game, as this is the lineup Steve Kerr trusts the most in the non-Steph games, and there could be a lot of them. Okay, Looney steps up for a high pick and roll, and Gobert is positioned as if he's going to step up to contain Jimmy Butler's drive. So Jimmy rejects the screen, gets around Edwards, gets around Gobert. Now we've got two defenders on Jimmy. The open man is Looney, who no one wants to guard. Podge very alertly tries to turn this into a split cut, and Pajemski ghosts the screen, but it's just enough to hang up Buddy's man, and Reid does not react fast enough to switch to Buddy. So Jimmy, quick dribble handoff. Game 1, Buddy. Another high pick and roll. Buddy jumps out to try to ice the screen to force McDaniels away into the waiting arms of Looney. McDaniels goes for the drive on Looney, and Looney stands him up. Buddy delivers the hand grenade to Jimmy, so now Jimmy Butler has to make something out of nothing. DiVincenzo really overplaying to drive Jimmy off the three-point line into the waiting arms of Gobert, and this is a kind of ingenious shot. Gobert reaches out, and in that split second, Jimmy quick shots Gobert and gets the floater to go. Something successfully created. Beautiful. Stagger screen for Edwards, flowing straight into a high pick and roll with Gobert. Gobert tries to grab Jimmy to force a switch onto Looney, and Jimmy says, "You're not the boss of me, man." But that does leave Gobert open on the roll. Looney backs out, and the Warriors get away with it, so Gobert tries to rescreen. Edwards rejects the screen, and Edwards tries to get around Looney, but it's no good, so Minnesota with the hammer screen on the backside to get DiVincenzo open. So DiVincenzo is open for three, right? Wrong. Not on two-way Buddy's watch. This is looking like a Rico Suave Euro step, but that finish was not it. Big stop for Looney. This starts in horns formation, shooters in the corners, bigs at the elbows, ball up top, but it doesn't turn into anything exciting. It's just a Jimmy Draymond pick and roll. The Warriors have settled on this very flat screen for the pick and roll, so Draymond's setting the screen directly behind the defender and not on the left or the right side of the defender, which means Jimmy has some flexibility which side he wants to go to. In this case, it just makes Reid commit to Jimmy's side, and he gets the switch. Jimmy gets by Reid. Edwards is in the paint. Randle is in the paint. Randle feels free to leave GP2 completely open in the corner, but Jimmy Butler believes. Huge. Minnesota countering with the same geometry, very flat screen, almost guaranteed to force a switch, but it's not all that great for Edwards to get Draymond guarding him. He swings the ball out, and now the mini game is whether Draymond can recover to the open man, and Buddy Hield alertly goes to cover the open man in the corner and passes DiVincenzo off to Draymond to cover. Reid drives to force Draymond to help on him. DiVincenzo clears out to the corner. GP2 very alertly rotates to the corner, which gives Jimmy Butler time to rotate to Anthony Edwards. That's a quietly great defensive play. And after all that, that's an unquietly great offensive play. The Warriors look like they're trying to run out the clock at this point. The last time the Warriors ran this horn set, it ended up in a Jimmy Dre pick and roll, but Dre points at GP2 and says, "You set the screen." Everyone looks so tired. It's like watching warships maneuvering against each other. Draymond slowly flips a screen, so we've got stagger screens, which forces the switch to Reid, who's a good sport about it. He just opts into it. And while all eyes are on the battle between Old Ironsides and the HMS Java, GP2 invites Buddy to switch places with him. "Be very quiet. Don't worry. There's nobody here, especially not anybody from the Bahamas." Wait, who said that? Don't! He signals Edwards to switch, but that's way too late, and it's Game 1, Buddy. Killer shot. Let's wrap up with a short celebration audit. Spencer with a lovely hook shot. Let's look at the bench reaction. Immediately, we see the ideological divide on the team. Trace Jackson Davis comes from the dominant, aesthetic, formalist school of criticism. He sees the geometric curves of the hand, the parabolic arc of the shot, the finger rolliness of the maneuver. And in fact, you can see Pat Spencer himself agrees with the formalist school. He's holding up his hand for all to see, saying, "Did you see that filthy move?" But in contrast, Quentin Post is not signifying the hook shot. He is pointing, he is emphasizing the subjective, biographical, intentional aspect. Perhaps the rise and fall of the ball reflects the arc of an unhappy childhood. Well, no matter which school of criticism you come from, we can all agree that without Steph Curry, the Warriors are going to need all the points they can get. So thank you, Pat Spencer, for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And if you didn't enjoy this video, I promise I'll do better next time.
But you had another good game, man. Except for that stupid thing you did at the beginning of the game when you didn't have on the right shorts. It's not real Robin and or Batman-like.
Buddy, what happened with the wardrobe malfunction?
Jimmy switched it out. It was Jimmy's fault.
Okay.
Jimmy switched it out, and that's what happened. So I was looking for my shorts, and I thought it was the right one. He said, "Yo, put these on." It was the right, and that was the.
That's what you're going with.
Yeah, I'm going. Jimmy, it was Jimmy's fault. His locker's next to my locker. I was looking for my shorts. He said, "Yo, why can't I find my shorts?" Oh, I see there. And I put them on, and it looked just alike. And after that, got a fine for it. So it's cool. It was Jimmy's fault. Blame Jimmy.
Jim, I mean, obviously you know there's always so much responsibility on you, but when you see Steph go down...
Responsibility on the shorts, too. Like I'm telling you, a lot of responsibility on him. He's not doing his job.
Draymond mentioned that you two guys were kind of going back and forth in the huddle even. Do you feed off... I mean, we've seen you guys go back and forth. You're doing it right now.
Ask him why we was going back and forth.
Why were you going back and forth?
Because when you know what, I'm not going to say exactly what I say in the locker room. But when I got a mismatch in the post, don't cut. Stay on the perimeter.
If you got a mismatch, you ain't gonna score the ball.
I am gonna score the ball. I can't score the ball when you cut into my space. You're a shooter. You're not even a cutter.
Bro, you seen it score the ball.
You saw what happened when you shot a layup in the first quarter? Smokey Robinson. That's exactly what you did. Use the backboard too. Exactly.
Do you guys feed off of this though? I mean, is it like when you can do this, does it translate to what happens on the court?
It actually does. Because I respect Butter so much because he knows whatever I'm saying.
My name is Buddy.
But that's short for Butter. He knows what I'm saying is always towards winning. Same thing that Draymond does and everybody. And you can talk to whoever you want to talk to like that in the moment and then you move past it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had another something in the huddle. He was like, you know what, you're right. And we move on because the main goal is to win. He understands that I just want to win. I understand that he just want to win. So we're able to talk to each other.
Perhaps.
You guys, Gary compared you to bickering brothers. And you're the little annoying brother and you're the older brother.
And what Gary is?
I don't know, maybe he's the middle brother.
The clumsy one, always doing the dumbest stuff ever.
You literally wore the wrong shorts. The audacity.
Do you think that this creates kind of a little family environment?
Yeah, I think we really do enjoy being around each other. We really do enjoy when somebody else is playing great. And whenever everybody else is shining, everybody's happy. So it's a good feeling to have this energy.
And did this energy and relationship kind of help your... I mean, when you got here, it seemed like it didn't take long for you to be part of the group.
We had to make sure he got his joy back because somehow he lost his joy. We're not going to say where he lost his joy, but somehow he lost his joy.
Why do you keep doing this? Do you even know what these are called? What are they called?
2 fingers. Are we done?
No.
Oh, no.
Wow.